Live in the studio on this Sunday evening, Clarke Sexton, along with myself, Alan Bowling. We appreciate you coming in, Clarke.
Well, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
How you been? I know you're in Nashville. You're traveling a lot. You got back in for a couple of days to see your friends and family and do some work here in Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah, man, everything's going great. It's we're slowly building the camp and building the process and getting to where we want to be. And it's really unbelievable to get to come back here, because every time I get to come back here, man, I just leave with the warm feeling in the heart, man. Everyone around here is really being supportive and taking care of me, and I can't thank you guys enough for that.
I know you've got a lot of music in your family with your dad, Richard, and Pam, and the bass, drums. I mean, you're an incredible songwriter, singer,
Well, thank you.
The music that comes from this area is just astounding. And we're pleased to say that you're from here and that you came back to see us and play us a song.
Good deal.
Clarke Sexton.
Lately I've been tired of bleeding. Words off your tongue got me deep inside. But I just have to dance with my demons. Get up and get on with your life. I can tell you that everything's gonna be alright. Oh, but that would be a lie. I could buy you a big nice diamond ring somewhere down the line. Oh, and I could be the reason why, but never mind. Oh, never mind. Go ahead and try to read me. Don't mind me if you got the time. Go ahead and try to read between the lines. You might not like just what you find. And I can tell you that everything's gonna be alright. Oh, but that would be a lie. And I could buy you a big nice diamond ring that shines somewhere down the line. Oh, and I could be the reason why, but never mind. Never mind.
Clarke Sexton and Nevermind. Thanks, Clarke. That's a great song. Great acoustics, by the way. This in the Studio is brought to you by Prestonsburg Tourism. Each Tuesday night, the Songwriters Night is brought to you by Prestonsburg Tourism in a different venue at 7 o'clock in Prestonsburg. We'll keep you updated with that next week with more details. There you go. Tell us about your 1961 guitar. The acoustics on that are really awesome. I'm sure it tells a lot of stories.
Man, I really appreciate it. This one right here, actually, I picked up used. It's a 1961 Gibson J50, and it's the natural finish. And this one, man, the reason why I fell in love with it is because it's got a higher saddle piece. Someone put a different saddle piece, and it kind of raised the strings up on the right hand, but kept them low on the left hand. So it's easy to play, but it's even easier to get a folky finger picking sound, you know. And I just fell in love, man. And actually, I have to mention, I have a 1964 Gibson Dove at the house that is passed down from my grandfather. And, you know, it's still my dad's, but eventually I'm going to get my hands on that bad boy as well.
Bad thing is I'm 2 years older than that, but
Oh, no.
going way back. Next up, we're going to give you Oil Springs.
and get down with the native Wqhy. Gospels of the poor man started flowing like a fountain. Whiskey River takes my mind on down the road a couple of miles to another past life lover, long enough to rediscover all the charms an East Kentucky girl can have. Let's go cruising out Route 40 by the lake. We'll park our ass, we'll roll on up and burn it down, and then we'll kiss and cry and laugh. 'Cause I've been longing for those evenings we spent out in Oil Springs, and I've been chasing that feeling. It's been chasing after me. Well, those summers proved to be the making of those boys and me, and a few old girls who weren't afraid to grow. In 18 on Grandide's Hill, we found more love, we found more thrills. Yeah, the kind that takes a certain mind to know. And I've been longing for those evenings we spent out in Oil Springs, and I've been chasing that feeling. It's been calling out for me. So when my time is up, when I finally fill my cup, won't you bury me where the working man is king? On my dying breath, you'll hear my last request. Won't you lay me down to rest in Old Springs? Oh, Old Springs.
Okay, tell us about Oil Springs. How did that song come about?
Well, actually, see, I grew up in Floyd County. That's where my home was, but I went to school in Johnson County, and all my buddies, obviously, and my memories of growing up were mainly in Oil Springs out there. And really, through high school, I spent, most nights. I mean, I basically moved in with my best friend, Damian Belcher, at the time, and he recently passed away this year. We lost him, and he was my brother. I mean, he was my best friend. And that song was very inspired by all of that, all of the memories, all of the love and the friendships, and it was my favorite place on earth. And he, Damien was the person that showed me my favorite place on earth, and helped me navigate through all that. And really, it just Oil Springs was the place that significantly shaped who I am and a lot of my best friends in the world. And I think my favorite people in the world, my favorite place to be, will always be Oil Springs.
Yeah, it seems like music, sorry for your loss, but it seems like music, it can take you places and take you back out of places at the same time.
Of course, yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man, and without music, then it would be, the bad times would be worse, and the good times would be worse too, in my opinion,
I mean, there's nobody can name a song, they hear it, and it just takes you back to somewhere in some time.
That's exactly right.
And next up is Freight Train by Clarke Sexton.
Me and these boys here keep working, hoping one day, maybe soon, we'll find the right chord to strike and write the perfect tune. Well, a song that's got that feeling that makes everybody dance and maybe even make them record labels wanna shake our hands. Well, I look to my heroes and I try to find some guidance. Turn on the radio and hear that the good times are behind us. So please don't mind us while we play a real country song. Like a jukebox, we're gonna be rocking all night long. Yeah, so climb on board the freight train and ride it on home. Well, I've been singing my heart out and I'm playing my ass off, and the band is putting soul in every song. If old Waylon was around to hear us, I think he'd be proud. And maybe we'd be singing to a big-time sold-out crowd. And we would play a real country song. Like a jukebox, we're gonna be rocking all night long. Yeah, so climb on board the freight train and ride it on home. Heroes and I try to find some guidance, but turn on the radio and hear that the good times are behind us. So please don't you mind us while we play a real country song. It's like a jukebox, we're about to be rocking all night long. Yeah, so climb on board the freight train and ride it on home. Ride it on home.
Clarke Sexton and Freight Train. This has been an exclusive production of WQHY-FM, Prestonsburg, Pikeville, Paintsville. Clarke Sexton and Alan Bowling in the studio. WQHY-FM, Prestonsburg, Pikeville, Paintsville, Eastern Kentucky's best. And we'd like to thank Prestonsburg Tourism for sponsoring this show.